Okay, I wanted to go ahead and do a quick video on this and compare it to a couple of other controller options that we have. There's like 0 videos for this device out there, which is kind of crazy. I don't think I've seen that happen before, but I think it's worth talking about, or worth someone putting out a video that mentions what you can expect if you pick this thing up. So I haven't had too much time with it. I just got it today. I had ordered it probably 2 months ago. And GizTop, I believe, had listed it in stock, but that wasn't actually accurate. It wasn't in stock, and now it was basically pre-ordering. And then now that it's been released, it's entering the wild, and it's showing up in some people's hands. And I guess I got lucky, and it's in my hands now. So this is just like a quick preview of it. I haven't used it too much because I only got it in today. I have tested the Gamepad controller through the controller software. And the movements and the buttons feel great to push, and the overall feel is great too. So we're just going to compare it to a couple different things. I got the that Portal device here, which the OLED screen, which this one unfortunately doesn't have the OLED screen. You know, the controls on this and the buttons on that feel great. The way this works is there's a shell that you basically put on the tablet, and then you can push the tablet into it. The USB port has some flex on it, not a lot of flex, but there is some flex on it. And then you just attach it like so. You push it in and push it down, and then you make sure all the little clips snap into place like so. And then you lock it with this button right here. There, it's locked into place. Now when you go around it, it looks real nice. It looks sealed real good. Not too much complaints. It does look like they might have been able to use a little extra clip maybe right here, because there seems to be a little bit of give right there, but not too much. Not a big deal. The controllers, go ahead and go back to the main screen. So we look at the two screens here. Obviously the OLED has more vibrant colors than the, I think it's IPS that we have in this thing. But the benefit, of course, is the size. This is an 8.8 screen versus a 7-inch screen, and that size is pretty significant. And the weight of this device isn't too bad at all. It is a tablet, and so you can expect that tablet battery life where it's, you know, you're going to get definitely a few hours of play when you compare it to something like a ROG Ally or one of those other handhelds. Now, how do the buttons feel on this thing? Bring up the Gamepad tester. So the buttons feel really good. No problems with the D-pad. I tried this Absolute tablet, 2 of them off Amazon, and the D-pad was horrendous. If I pushed really hard on a direction, it would flip other directions. And the D-pad here seems just about perfect. I don't expect any problems with this device. As I use it, if I find any significant problems, I'll update the review with a new video, but so far, no problems. The joysticks on this tester look great. They feel great. You can push down on the joysticks. The controller feels great, or the triggers and the buttons feel good. No complaints there. These buttons feel good. There's 2 ways to control the LEDs. You can bring up the app that that comes with it. This one, and there's some settings in there. If you go into menu, device, open that, and we can see the some buttons for the controller as well as the lighting. One thing that is annoying me about this is that I can't find a way to turn this LED off. And one thing that I immediately try to do anytime I get one of these devices in is turn off all the LEDs, because I typically don't like to use them. I'm sure some people like them, but I'm sure even the people that like them will find this white light annoying. If anyone knows how to turn that off, let me know, because it does bug me. And the darker it is, the more it bugs me. So again, the controller is great. There's quick button shortcuts in here. Like for example, if I hold this, this M button, and hit other buttons, I can change some things. Like this controls the LED lights, so you don't even need the app for some of the controls. And then if I hold this and press the start button and hold that for a few seconds, it'll change the controller type. Xbox 360, PS4, and then an Android controller. And this controller test will show it as such. I did test Call of Duty Mobile, and I'm honestly very surprised that any controller works on that. And you probably would not be shocked to find out that Call of Duty Mobile doesn't seem to recognize this controller no matter what you set it to, whether you set it to the Android, the PS, or the Xbox. So the way this compares to, now the price, right? The price on GizTop was around, I think initially it was around $100 and now it's up to $130. For this specific tablet, it's probably the best controller you could get for it if you're looking for the handheld experience, because it gets very close to the handheld experience. These buttons on top work really well. They don't feel awkward to push or like really mushy. You know, the volume, same way. The one criticism I do kind of have it is because of its design, it kind of dips in there a little bit, which you really don't notice when you're using it. But if you kind of look at it, you can, of course, see that there's a little bit of an end cave there. Whereas if you compare it to something like a Portal, right, the screen is basically pushed up against the device, so you don't see that. So other tablet controllers, right? This is the Razer Kishi Ultra, which I believe this is $150. So it's actually more pricey than this by like $20. This feels good, but I do think this one feels better. I like the way this one feels. It feels more premium, more sturdy. It feels good. This is the ROG testing controller. It's a little bit smaller. It feels good for its size. It's a little bit smaller, and of course this is for a phone. This won't fit on a tablet. So when I compare these, the Razer, the ROG Tessin, and the Portal feels good too. But this is definitely up there. This is comfortable to hold, and I like the extra size and the green space and the screen space. So the Portal, it's a 7-inch screen. The screen is better. It's an OLED screen. But I still think I'm going to switch to this just because I'm going to appreciate the extra screen real estate that much better. I'm going to use it for a while, and we'll see how annoying this light gets for me. Because again, I can't find a way to turn this off, and it just annoys me as I look at it. So maybe I'll get that figured out, and if anybody else knows how to do that, let me know, because that seems like a pretty big miss to not be able to just turn off all of your LED lights. So overall, I like this Gamepad. I like how the Y700 tablet fits into it, and I'm going to install some games on it, play some games, and if there's any problems, I'll post an update, but I don't think there's going to be any problems. So I'm just putting this video out there because there's very few videos of anybody using this out there, even from the professional reviewers. And overall, I think it's a really nice device. Is it worth $130? I mean, it's starting to get on the pricey side. I like it better than the Razer Ultra, which is priced higher. And if you got a Y700 and you want a kind of a handheld experience, I think it's worth getting. The other thing too is these joysticks come off, so I imagine you can buy different types or different size joysticks for it. Overall, all right, it's a decent, looks like it's going to be a decent experience. I'm going to look forward to using it. Any problems come up, I'll make another video. You guys have a great day.